Welcome back to round number 4, 5, 6. Good lord, Arceus. It's a struggle. It's a struggle. It's round number 6. I know. It's been a long day. It's the final Swiss round of our cup here. First cup of the 2026 season here at Psycho Turtle in Pico Rivera, California, hosted by Pokemon Labs. I'm Dennis Geisler. I shouldn't have said my name after that after that start. But we have Tyler Deacy and Sandra McDonald in our final matchup here. Tyler is 4-1, Sandra is 5-0. Sandra can lock in first seed in Top Cut with a win here. Tyler would probably lock themselves into a Top Cut spot with a win here. With a loss, do have to worry about that 4-2 bubble, and a lot of other players definitely rooting on Sandra to try to have a couple more spots towards the bottom of the rankings there. There will be between 3 and 5 4 and 2s that make Top Cut, I believe, depending on this result and another one later on. But regardless, we're going to get underway here. We have Sandra leading with the Mousehold and the Indeedee, and Tyler leading with the Sneasler and the Basque Legion. I am so fascinated by this Mousehold Indeedee lead. Both Pokemon have Follow Me, which really makes it kind of annoying to figure out what these Pokemon are about to do here, because they could, one could click Follow Me and you get a bunch of damage down, or you go Follow Me and Trick Room, or Follow Me and Psychic into the Sneasler. Like, there's so many options. Or no Follow Me. There could be no Follow Me at all, is another option here. And the Basque Legion's here as well. It's that, Scarf adaptability variant. And it'll go straight into the Mousehold. It'll pick up the KO. Big damage there. Let's see what Sandra wants to go for here. Gonna get Dire Clawed onto Indeedee. Critical hit. And the sleep. Ooh, boy. That's a turn 1, ain't it? And we don't know what Indeedee wanted to do there. I would imagine Trick Room, maybe a Psychic. Regardless, this is going to become a very difficult matchup for Sandra very quickly. With no Trick Room, with no Awake Indeedee. Man, if that wasn't asleep, things could have been real different. I think this game is going to be done pretty quickly, though, game number 1, because of how that first turn went. I didn't even read their teams, did I? They just moved pretty quickly. Ty's running Alola, Ninetales, Rillaboom, Magmar, Sneasler, Kingambit, Male Basque Legion. Sandra's running Feymail, Indeedee, Torkoal, Hatterene, Gallade, Ursaluna, Mousehold. You can see the Ursaluna there, clicking Protect, Wave Crash, not going to do anything because of that. Indeedee has the opportunity to wake up here. Not if it gets hit by close combat and faints, which it will. And that puts Sandra's team in an even more difficult spot, having 2 slow Pokemon remaining, and 2 fast Pokemon that can kind of just deal with them. And yeah, not a lot that Sandra could have done about that turn 1. It's just Dire Claw sleep happens sometimes. I'm trying to think of the counterplay there, and don't get sleep by Dire Claw. That's really the only answer, I suppose. See how Sandra wants to try to play the end of this, but I think this one's pretty over. So not a whole lot to be said about game number 1 here, and Sandra certainly has the opportunity to get things moving in game number 2. You see the Terra here for Sandra. Going to be that Terra on the Torkoal, Terrafire. Although it is very slow. So, not going to be able to do much here. Maybe I can play the Wave Crash here. In Sun, we'll see how much this does. Adaptability boosted, does about half of Torkoal's HP. Follow Close Combat against a very bulky Pokemon. Takes it with very low HP remaining. Torkoal barely gets through that one. Headlong Rush into the Sneasler will bring it down to Sash. And ideally this is a heat wave here for Sandra. It is, there's still no way to win this, but it's a little bit better. Yeah, there's the heat wave. It's gonna have to do a lot to that Basculegion. Ooh, does not pick up the KO on the Basculegion. Does get the Sneasler, but Basculegion still taking it. It's gonna be weird. Got music here. And we'll have Rillaboom switch in here as well, which means that the Ursaluna's Earthquakes are going to be weakened quite a bit. Aaron made me laugh by doing the thing with Lavender Town music. Yeah, there's not a lot that Sandra can do right now. I keep saying it, but the Terra Fire on the Torkoal, I think it was the right call, or at least a right call, but yeah, I don't know about those. Wave Crash into the Torkoal will pick up the KO, and Rillaboom here should be able to close things out with a Wood Hammer. There's the Wood Hammer. And there's the KO. Tyler with the Game 1 victory. Tough RNG for Sandra. We'll see if she wants to change anything up for Game 2 after seeing what Tyler led in Game 1, or just says, this time Dire Claw's not going to sleep me and I can bring in Torkoal for free, which is certainly a serious possibility. Gotta take a drink of water. Loving that water. Tie. Did not see the Gallade or the Hatterene in game number 1. Both certainly playable into this team. There's only the King Gambit is Dark type here on Tyler's team, even with the Terastal. Never mind. Looking at this game, like, hold on. Ty has explained this to me before, and I already forgot half of what's on this team, but pretty fun one. Big fan of Magmar. Did not see Magmar in game 1. Big fan of Magmar. Game number 2 here. Ty wins. They lock themselves into Top Cut. Sandra can lock in a first overall placing in the Swiss rounds with a win. Can be Indeedee and Gallade on Sandra's side. Delayed reaction there. Indeedee, Gallade on Sandra's side, and the Sneasler Basculegion again for Tyler. We'll see how this works out for Ty. The goal here is obvious for Sandra, which is to get Trick Room up this turn, and it's probably by having Indeedee get the Trick Room up this turn, or by the Indeedee follow meing. Yeah, there's the follow me from the Indeedee. Indeedee will have to take this Wave Crash. It doesn't have to take the Wave Crash, but it really wants to take the Wave Crash, and it does take the Wave Crash. Basculegion takes some recoil in return. Sneasler gets the Dire Claw down, takes out the Indeedee, but I think Sandra has already gotten the work done that she needs to, as this is probably the Trick Room. Yep, sure is. So Gallade with the Trick Room active now, be able to bring in one of its friends. I hope it's Torkoal. It's Ursaluna, actually. Not what I had anticipated, but certainly not a bad choice. Big issue here is being able to double up into the Sneasler to pick up the KO. Whistle noise. Sorry, I'm just reacting to the music here. Love the tunes. Lots of choices here from Ty. The goal here would be to stall out the Trick Room. Ursaluna does not have Guts active yet. You have to be a bit afraid of Gallade. That sharpness boosted attack stat is genuinely one of the best damaging moves in this metagame. That's a great headlong rush into the Vasky Legion to pick up the KO there. Psycho Cut will also land into the Sneasler, brings it down to the Sash. Now Sneasler will get to do some sneasling things. Close combat into the Ursaluna. Does pick up the KO. That is very big for Tyler, although Sandra might want that opportunity now that the Sash has been burned to bring out the guy. There's the Torkoal. And there's King Gambit, the reliable partner. King Gambit is indeed a reliable partner. I think the play here for Ty is kind of obvious, which is to switch in the Rillaboom and Sucker Punch, or even just let the Sneasler go down and then Sucker Punch with Rillaboom, or Sucker Punch with King Gambit. Try to weaken down the Eruption a bit. But you do have to be worried about the Heat Wave lock. And honestly, a Heat Wave lock, not a bad idea for Sandra at this point. You only have the Gallade and the Torkoal left against 3 Pokemon on Ty's side. Of course, one of them's at 1 HP. There is the Terra from the Torkoal. It's going to be Terra Fire, of course. Eruption lock could be a little bit of a problem here. King Gambit protects. See what Torkoal locks into. It's Earth Power. Ooh, that is real interesting. You can't switch that up for the rest of the battle. Psycho Cut will finish off the Gallade. That's really weird. It is Spec, so it's locked. Rillaboom's gonna come out here. As I was saying before, Gallade sharpness boosted hits, especially in terrain, but even out of terrain, are some of the strongest moves in the format. A lot of people underrate how much damage that is. Especially in terms of stuff that isn't boosted by the Pokemon around it. Just the sharpness boosted Sacred Swords and Psycho Cuts off of Gallade's really high base attack stat, especially since you can go max attack plus Adamant or Brave in a setting like this. Real strong. Of course, that means it's not any of those abilities that prevent Fake Out from happening to it. King Gambit takes a lot of damage from the Earth Power, but does still take it. Kowtow Cleave gonna go into the Gallade, picks up the KO, and that should basically do it for Tyler. It'll take a dang moment. This actually could take a little while. The Torkoal's locked into Earth Power. And the Rillaboom doesn't have damage against it. It doesn't read the Protect there, but yeah, Earth Power does like no damage. How much does Woodhammer do? Ooh, a little bit more than no damage, actually. But the recoil does come back the other direction. This is going to take a while. Although, this could change a lot with a Sucker Punch here. Twisted Dimensions also return to normal, so you don't even need a Sucker Punch. You can just Kowtow. There's the Woodhammer, brings it down to the yellow. And Kowtow Cleave, that might pick it up. Ooh, not enough. Barely not enough, but that should still basically do it. I think the next Woodhammer will be enough for Tyler. One more Woodhammer, and there it goes. Tyler Deacy with the 2-0 victory in round number 6. They will lock into Top Cut. Sandra will also lock into Top Cut. We may see both of them later this evening. Very well played from Ty. Definitely knew what Sandra wanted in every situation and was able to pick up a lot of advantages there. Certainly, Sandra already on a really good run and certainly has some room. I mean, going to be in Top Cut, so we'll see what she's able to do there. We're going to take a quick break. We will wait for the rest of our results here, tabulate things, do some team checks, and we will be back with the quarterfinal round of Top Cut, so don't go anywhere.